Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to Versus. It's the battle you've been waiting for. Chris versus Alan. Alan versus Chris. Surprise guests. I just heard from Alan we don't have surprise guests. But we have you in the chat. So thank you for joining us. Let's get the show started. Let's get things going. Let's go.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can. What?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going? What a weekend.
What a weekend. You were trapped in VR, from what I hear.
Yes, I was. I got the MetaQuest 3, and it is quite fun. Found a way we could do the Aliens watch party where 15 members can join, and we'll watch Aliens together. So we'll plan that sometime in January.
All right, post in the members
Yes.
area. I have a lemon from my lemon tree in my little patio area. This is the first lemon off my lemon tree, and I'm very excited. It's a good sized lemon. So there you go. And lemons are I'm excited to, because I put lemon in my water. So there you go. There you go. Yes, exciting weekend. I watched football all weekend. I organized my stuff. I got to get, like in the movie Taxi Driver, Travis Bickle says, I got to get organized. It's like a poster they hang up at workplaces. I got to get organized. So I'm doing a big purge. I have mail bins in my patio area, my patio, filled with t-shirts and hoodies, and just, I get a lot of stuff. I like to donate. So some of my friends like to go through it. I get some good shirts. So there you go. But it was a busy weekend of football and organizing. I didn't have fun like you.
Yeah, I had fun.
But I did.
No, I'm on the tail end of a cold here, so
right.
that wasn't fun either.
All right. Well, and no Atomic Lori today.
Yeah.
So, it's just Alan and I, solo versus. Here we are. Let's go. Before we get to the chat here, I want to do a little shout out to Stephanie from Minnesota. It's her birthday.
Oh,
it's her birthday. And I wish her a very, very happy birthday. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. Well, she might be watching. I don't know.
Well, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday goes out to her. For sure. Okay.
Random stranger, Stephanie.
Let's get to your chat comments and questions before we start the show. Here we go. Go ahead, Alan.
All right. Chicken Wing for $4.99. I just realized watching Gary that the character design for Count Orlok is historically accurate to Vlad the Impaler.
So I hear. I'm glad Gary liked Nosferatu. He says it's his favorite movie of the year. That's Gary Beekler from Nerdrotic. I do the show with him, The Nooner, on Wednesdays. And he saw the movie. He was really looking forward to it and really loved it. I did as well on my best of the year list.
Yes. M for 5. Send y'all a big empty box with postage. Surprise me. Happy New Year's. Also, Nosferatu was creepy slow burn. That was fun.
Glad you liked it. Yeah. All right. I am for members only doing a giveaway. Look in the community tab for members instructions on how to get free stuff from me.
All right. 3D Honda member for 1 month. Thank you for your membership.
Thank you for that.
Let's see. And John Manlang, member for 29 months. 2025 gonna be huge for Film Threat. Let's go, boys and gals.
Okay, thank you very much, Sean.
Oliver,
appreciate you
for 2. Chris and Alan, the ultimate versus. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yes,
and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Let's see. No one here.
Let's see. Bear, Tiger, Evil Laugh for 10. Hey, Film Threat team, will you be reviewing Castlevania Nocturne? They took a steep drop off from the original series into DEI and was amazed it got renewed for a second season. Oh, what you think? Yeah, what do you think of Castlevania Nocturne?
I haven't been watching it, and based on what you just said, I have no plans to. No plans. So there you go.
Pretty sure that's something my daughter would be watching. Dark Hero fan, after seeing the recent Spider-Man trailer, it's obvious Marvel doesn't care. They keep doing the Thanos snap with fans. They snap like they are the one of the Jets from the West Side Story. Another fan is, and yeah, he goes on.
Another fan bites the dust, I would assume.
You saw
Find that Spider-Man trailer. We'll do a quick reaction.
Yeah, and Lori, if you could help me, if you could grab a link, that'd be great.
Who are you talking to?
To Lori.
Oh, Atomic Lori. Oh,
yes.
Okay. All right, here's a two-parter.
Okay, here we go. Sentai Ranger Donnie, renew Power Rangers 4 Season 31. Also, Chris Al and all. Hope everyone's final weekend of the year was well, despite the passing of CBS sportscaster Greg Gumbel, former President of the United States Jimmy Carter, and I should also say Linda Lavin passed away a couple hours ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And my condolences to their loved ones and to everyone at CBS and Paramount.
Did you say dolences or condolences?
Condolences.
I think you said dolences.
Yeah, it could be the cold I'm having.
Oh, that does make sense.
I would have said condolences because that would be the right word to use.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, wait, sorry about that. Atomic Glory is ahead of me. I keep saying Atomic Glory is amazing. I have to say, she doesn't need permission. She doesn't. She's Johnny on the spot. Or like Jamie from Joe Rogan.
From the blog.
Exactly. So thank you, Atomic Glory. And Lord Thaw says, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, sign up as a member, join us on X, Discord, Rumble, and Instagram. Buy our merch. That's right. Quick reminders here to get our merch in the Film Threat shop. The holiday collection is gone. The Star Wars funeral collection is gone after this week. After that, now, guess what? I have a question for those who, if you're watching us now, you're very dedicated because it's close to a holiday. A lot of you on vacation. I appreciate almost 1,000 of you watching live right now. I have a question for you. We had planned to do a Star Trek trial. Let's do a poll. We had planned initially to do a Star Trek trial. We can still do a Star Trek trial. Or do we do a Star Trek funeral? We could do a Star Trek funeral, a one-day event where everybody comes in and offers their eulogy to Star Trek, and we could time it around the release of Sector 31, right, Alan?
That's in a few weeks.
Yeah, that's in a few weeks.
Do we have time to do something like that?
Yes. So we could do a Star Trek funeral or trial. Put in, Lori, if you would create a poll, would you like Film Threat to do a Star Trek trial, a Star Trek funeral? A trial will be probably a 4-week, month or two event every Wednesday. Or do we do a one-day, one-time trial that would be like 4 or 5 hours or maybe longer? Let me know.
Which, did you know that Star Trek now has 4 new cast members? Look at that.
Who are they?
I have no clue.
Is that from Strange New World?
Yes.
That's typical Trek.
Yeah. Inspired. It's like you want to put yourselves in their shoes.
At least they've got the mini skirts. I like the old school mini skirts. You know that if you know anything about the poll is currently up. We're going to give it to 15 minutes at least. Should we do a trial or a funeral? You are going to make the call. Before we get to the Spider-Man trailer reaction and the poll results, Alan, let's take a look at the box office for this weekend.
Yes.
Because I actually don't know. My notification for Grace Randolph, I get all my box office news from Grace Randolph. So I want to see like where I don't know. I do not know. All I did was watch I had football in the background while I was working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I was doing. Seriously, I'm telling the truth here. So what do we got?
All right. So this weekend, Sonic the Hedgehog squeaks by with the win over Mufasa.
Wow, that's first of all very close. In fewer theaters, made 38 million. Mufasa the Lion King 37 million. Only beat Mufasa by $1 million. That's weird.
Less than $1 million, actually.
And here's what's strange. It's 37% drop from last weekend. The Mufasa the Lion King went up 5%. So it didn't drop. That movie is probably going to do pretty well. I mean, total domestic gross for Sonic 3 is 136 million. For Mufasa, 113 million domestic.
Yeah.
But I know Mufasa is beating Sonic worldwide.
Yeah. And look, Nosferatu is doing quite well. 40 million total so far.
40, that's really good for Robert Eggers. He's not the, and I don't care. Box office is like one barometer. The point is, will we be talking about this movie, a year or two from now? I think we will. So it's one of my favorites of the year. Nosferatu, come to me. Come to me. Oh man, that Bill Skarsgård voice is amazing. I could do that voice all day. Wicked hanging in there. Yeah. Another 20. It's closing in on $500 million.
Well, let's look worldwide. We're already at 630 million.
Yeah, that's really good. If you could go back there, let's see what else made it into the top 10. Yeah. A Complete Unknown, respectable. Yeah. 11 million, 23. Baby Girl did as expected. It's a small movie. Mm-hmm. 4 million, cumulative 7 million. Gladiator 2 hanging in there with the domestic total of 163. It made 4.1 over the weekend. Homestead, 3 million, got 12 million total. And The Fire Inside, a movie that you recommend, made almost $2 million for a total of 4.2. Kraven the Hunter hanging in there with 1.6 mil.
21 million.
21 total.
Yeah. And of course, international always outpaces domestic when it comes to these movies.
Right.
So 52 million. But apparently it's us critics who tanked Kraven. So sorry.
Yes. Well, there you go. What do you think about this, Alan? What are your thoughts?
I mean, it surprises me that Mufasa is doing as well as it is. I thought for certain it would have dropped off. And I don't know. I just don't know how people can defend this movie. It's the babysitter factor. And
yes.
I think the best explanation I heard is that Sonic is for boys, Mufasa is for girls.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Any other takeaways? I'm glad Nosferatu has done well. I got to say this. I know it's doing well because there are no popcorn buckets. I was deprived of a popcorn bucket in the Santa Anita AMC. I was bummed out. They were sold out the next day on the 26th, and they would not sell me one. I was there. I was there earlier in the week. I was there on Monday, and they wouldn't sell me one. I'm like, I was there to see a movie. They wouldn't sell me one. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. So
I held one in my hands. I texted you Not only once saying, "Do you want it?" but twice.
Yeah, I
saying,
know.
"Are you sure?"
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
The second text was, "Are you sure?"
I blew it. I had a chance. So what can you say? All right. Quick reminder here that Award This is happening. That is Film Threat's annual event. Where's an Award This banner? Award This. Here we go. Tickets are on sale. I'm going to give you just a little taste of Award This. Here we go.
This was a film that we shot on a $30K budget.
We're not going to get Oscars. We're not going to get Independent Spirit Awards. We don't have the huge budgets to get those awards.
While Hollywood continues to churn out sequels and franchise factory films, exciting and original indie movies of all kinds are being released in theaters, on demand, and on streaming, and we're here to celebrate them.
So crazy. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna fill this with Mountain Dew.
First they ignore you, and then they laugh at you, and then they fight you, and then you win.
You guys help everyone in this room push the dream a little bit longer.
I think that Film Threat and Award This really are champions, true champions of independent film, which we've seen here.
To be clear, Award This is a very serious award show. It's very serious. So, Award This is our annual awards event. We review about collectively combined, not Alan and I, but Alan and I and about 30 writers from all over the world review indie movies on Film Threat. About 2,000 films total are reviewed. Of those, about 75 or 80 get nominated in 20 categories. We gather at a party. We give awards away. There are drinks, food, a red carpet, step and repeat, pre-party, pre-cocktail party, after party, all celebrating small indie movies. And I'm excited for this. And watching that video, that was 30 pounds ago. I mean, a year ago for me. I do look a little bloated in that. Would you, Alan, you can agree.
I would agree. You are much thinner, much different than, and apparently we had a J6er there as well. So
who? What?
The guy with the giant hair.
That is not a J6er. He was a
director of Ninja Badass.
Oh God, Ninja Badass was so great. We interviewed him too. Yeah. He had such a great sense of humor. It's like he made basically an 80s ninja movie, present day. So yeah, get tickets. Go to our link tree right now. I still have to update the website. I'm working on it. Look up Award This on everything, Insta, X, all that. Link in the description here to our link tree. Get tickets at the Frida Cinema. It's very affordable. So don't end the poll, Lori, but how's it looking? How is it looking? Just check where it's trending. I want to announce to people we are either going to do a Star Trek trial or a funeral. You will decide. A one-day big event, a funeral, and we'll pick a day, or do we do a trial on Wednesdays? It's looking slow.
Oh,
okay.
It's tight.
Oh, it is a tight race. It is a tight race. Get in there and vote. If we do a funeral, we'll probably do some related merch. And I think with Sexter, what is Sexter?
Sex.
Wait, and I want to point this out. You got the screener for Section 31, and I did not. Does it have something to do with the fact that you are Asian?
Yeah,
what do you think?
Yeah, let me just verify. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Let me see. Yep, there it is. Screener for Section 31. Let me make sure I still have access to it.
Well, it comes out.
I'll have it till the end of the month.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll forward it to you. I'll watch it myself and keep it to myself, non-transferable, as the disclosure on the email says.
What does it say? What does it say? When can you talk about it?
Embargo is January 22nd.
Huh. Now I will say, if I could vote, I'd vote for funeral. I think the trial is a lot more work for us. So I'm more in if I could vote, and I'm not trying to sway the vote, I'm thinking funeral. It's a 1-day event. Well, I already have the priest outfit. So
yeah, the cardinal outfit. Yeah.
Yeah. Although I do have my my judge's robe and gavel as well. So there you go. Keep voting, folks. Funeral. I think we do a funeral.
Yeah, to the funeral. To the funeral.
But we will honor that vote. All right, Alan, it's time. We do have movie news to get to, and let's talk about Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This is a new animated series from Marvel, and I'll say this: I have been a fan of Spider-Man since I was a kid. I think your gateway, a lot of people's gateway to comic books and comic characters is Spider-Man. He appeals to young kids. Of course, as a young kid, I loved the Spider-Man cartoon, the original, that had rotoscoping. Do you know that they did rotoscoped a gymnast? That's why Spider-Man did all those flips and moves, and they're very realistic. They just filmed a gymnast and drew over him. That's called rotoscoping. And that jazz score, it's a very low-key jazz score, is awesome. And I love the cartoon, read the comic, always loved when the live action Spider-Man would show up on Electric Company. There was the 70s series Spider-Man that was cheesy, but I still watched it. And that Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire was amazing.
Hey, back to Electric Company. Let's remember Morgan Freeman and Spider-Man were on the same television show together.
Right. So I've been a Spider-Man fan since I was a kid. Now, is he my favorite? No, I still like other characters like Captain America better in the Marvel universe. The Fantastic Four I like better, even though Spider-Man has appeared in the Fantastic Four. And I'm obviously more of a Batman fan. So with that little long preamble, do you have any thoughts before we watch it?
Yeah, Spider-Man was a big part of my childhood. The original television series, obviously. It was the first time I realized, hey, they're recycling the same transitions over and over and over.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mind it. The
theme song, how can you not forget the theme song? Then when I got into comic books, it was X-Men. Certainly Spider-Man was, I was a casual reader of Marvel Team Up. And look, I think the appeal of Spider-Man was the fact that he was one of us, in the sense of he was a high school student. He was a kid.
Right. He had to worry about his homework and his aunt and
the whole keeping your secret identity.
Right. And then disappointing his girlfriend. So there you go. He's juggling a lot of things. So let's watch it and we will discuss on the back end. It's 2 minutes.
Peter, you're gonna be late.
Sorry, man. I'm okay.
Hey. Petey's always been a bit clumsy.
You know me, clumsy, Petey, Parker. Help! Mr. Campbell, I remembered I left something in the bathroom. Deuces. Parker out.
Superpower size kid, know you want a neighbor like me. Look out.
Somebody help me! He's running, grab him! Gotcha!
I thought it was dead meat. Check out our next victim in his dumbass costume.
Is my suit really that bad? Ouch!
Oh!
Watch out for that ladder! Just consider it a good deed from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's me, by the way. I'm Spider-Man.
There we go, there we go, there we go again. Swinging through the city so fast you could barely notice him.
I truly believe that I have these powers to help people, to protect them.
Need my city, you need me. Taking off the mask, I know what you see. Know you want a neighbor like me. Just a young man cleaning up the streets. Ain't nothing changed, no, this is the real me.
So, you're Spider-Man. With my help, you'll achieve greatness.
Oh man, this suit's incredible. If you ever need another butt kicking, just look for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Know you want a neighbor like
And no, you may not be excused from said test. Ah, nice of you to join us, Mr. Parker. See me after class.
Oops, oh, I'm sorry. There you go.
I'm shocked he's white.
Yeah, somehow that got through.
But apparently he's the only white kid in the neighborhood. I mean, it wasn't diverse. It was like white Peter Parker and like everybody else it stood out. I mean,
yeah. Well,
diversity would be fine.
First
But
of all, let me correct you for a second. He has not a single Asian friend.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's all like, wait, I just want to scrub through. And this is a guy. This character speaks.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Harry.
Harry Osborn looks like this is Harry Osborn with earring, a man bun. So is Harry like gay?
Is Harry what? I love the fact that Disney has decided, hey, kids, your parents love Spider-Man, yet we don't want them watching it. So
yeah, that's exactly it. We don't want your parents to watch it. This is at the end of the month. Are we going to watch this on Disney Plus? But I will say one thing I say, this is probably the one thing that looks like Peter Parker right here. Like from the
what are you talking about? Yeah.
Right. That looks the guy that the design looks like Peter Parker from the old cartoon. Even. Mm-hmm. I can't find a good still shot right here. It looks like old school Peter Parker with the haircut, glasses. So, I mean, I don't know. I'll just say this. It's not for us at all.
Yeah.
It is definitely not for us.
Well, it doesn't scream what, it's a brand new Spider-Man. It might as well not be Spider-Man.
Yeah, and of course they use the theme, the theme from the old cartoon because it's so memorable and iconic. But the rap music,
the hip hop interpretation.
Oh God, I hate that. I hate that. I hated it in the Gladiator 2 trailer. I hate it. It's overused.
No, yeah, I mean, regarding the animation, I mean, in this trailer, it looks fine. It's definitely an update. I guess it's faster. You can produce these things faster. It's definitely computer animation. The question is, can I sit through an episode of this animation? And that remains to be seen. The again, that Spider-Man costume is supposed to be cool.
Yeah, it's not the. I'll bet there's a reason the costume isn't accurate to the comics.
Well, it seems like Norman is the one who created the costume, just like Tony Stark created the Spider-Man costume.
Right. Yeah, I'm not on board. I will check out because it comes from the X-Men 97 team, or so it implies.
Well, it comes from the X-Men 97 company.
right. Maybe not the same animation team or writing team.
And these things we've been saying about Marvel taking a turn, I'm pretty sure animation takes a long time. So I'm sure this was in works for years. And there's just no changing course on this.
Look at this. Look what he's saying. It says Parker out.
Parker
He's definitely gay. Parker out.
Yeah.
He's gay. Wow. Let's go to your comments here.
See, JWT6577, member for 15. Happy New Year, gentlemen. Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year. Well, not yet, but I am doing a stream on New Year's Day, and maybe tomorrow a surprise. Maybe tomorrow's surprise will be New Year's J. Did we do New Year's J? There's Jay. Hey, Jay.
3PO. Drunk 3PO.
Drunk 3PO. We'll see.
He's watching a different stream, apparently.
Thanks, JWT6577. Appreciate your support.
Jacob Wolf for 199. Do you think Mufasa beat the Little Mermaid worldwide? It doesn't seem on pace to do that.
Nope.
Graph for 2. For fuck's sake, cancel Disney Plus.
All right. Thank you, Graph Web. For fuck's sake, cancel Disney Plus.
Geek True 64 for 499. Regardless of the results of the poll, I'm psyched to talk Star Trek. That was my top franchise. I hated reviewing Picard season 2, though fun at times.
Well, Geek Truth 64, whether we do a trial or a funeral, you must be a part of it.
That's the thing about the trial is we have to find people who are pro Star Trek.
Well, yes, we have to find some. Let's keep
Sensei
going.
Spidey Sensei 72. Love how they incorporated the 60s theme, but hate the rap edition. Well,
I just think that hip hop rap music is overused in everything. I mean, it's, in sports coverage, and it's just like, can there be a different genre of music that we use to accompany everything?
Yeah, and that's the other thing is are kids today into hip hop music versus your TikTok viral dance music. Toxic Waltz N8. I heard originally it was pitched as an animated origin story for Holland Spidey, but now it's more an extended what if.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And the what if, I've seen clips. I haven't watched it, but I've seen clips and trailers for the new What If season. We even got the screener. I didn't watch it. It looks awful. It looks awful. I think we both got it. It looks terrible. The What If comic is amazing. What if and it was real simple things like, what if, the Fantastic Four have switched their powers, and it's like nerd stuff. And all the what if on Disney Plus is, what if this character was black, or what if this character was a woman?
Yeah,
that's the what if on Disney.
And it's all MCU related. You have to be knowledgeable of the MCU versus, my favorite what if was always what if Uncle Ben hadn't died.
Yeah,
and I think that was a double issue, in fact.
Yeah, I always when I go to Comic Cons, I always look for what if bins of what if comics. So thanks, Toxic Balls.
Bootzilla, this looks bad and unnecessary.
Yep, my feelings exactly.
Lean back, have a snack, take a nap. Says, is this the gayest Osborn? Looks like it.
Wait, do I have a video?
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
No, I want one of those. Here we go again.
I'm surprised that one's still there.
Oh, should I delete? I'm deleting.
You should probably delete. It's in context of something else.
We have to get rid of a bunch of
Hello,
these.
everyone. This is AI Arnold. We would like you to hit the like button and please subscribe. We need to get the boys to 169,000. Isn't that right, Alan?
69.
You're dead set on getting 169,000, right, Alan?
Yeah, we need to do it. This is the year. I feel it. 16-bit mascot. He's wearing a button-up shirt under a vest-like thing under a jacket.
Yeah, kind of weird.
Very New York. Geek Crew 64. On the positive, I think the animation is kind of interesting, capturing that old comic book feel with the heavy lines. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's like Arcane. I've watched episodes of Arcane on Netflix, and it's different. It feels maybe a little too computery, but
yeah,
it's trying something, and I don't hate it. All right. There we go with comments on that. Let's get to the results of the poll. The results of the poll. Here it is. Would you rather do a Star Trek trial extended over weeks every Wednesday, or a funeral, a one-day event timed with probably the release of Section 31? Here is the results from your votes. 52%
no.
say a trial, 47% says a funeral. Poll complete, 441 votes. Rumble's consensus is Star Trek funeral. What should we do? So Rumble wants a funeral and you want a trial, and it was really only by a few points. What did the Electoral College say? I'm in favor of doing a funeral, but
Me
if you guys
too.
want to do a trial, we will change Hollywood on the Rocks. We just can't do it anymore. We'll do it. Should we do a one day? Maybe we could do this. I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Stay with me.
Okay.
What if we combined? I mean, the very first episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. I can talk. Star Trek The Next Generation involved a trial. With the introduction of Q was a trial of humanity. Can we do both? Can we combine both since the vote was so close? And
so we start
Rumble
with the trial, and then we have the gallows at the end. Is that
no? We literally do a trial, end it, do an extended break, and then combine, and then do the funeral the same day.
Well, you're assuming that Star Trek loses the trial.
Yes. Do they have to lose? I mean, it's such a look. It's a kangaroo court. It's a kangaroo court. We all know where it's going to lean.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a one day. We could do a one-day trial, as opposed to doing the week to week, just like we would do the funeral in one day.
Well,
we could break our 7-hour record of live streaming.
We could. Hey, are we going to do the Globes watch party?
Oh, when is that?
Coming up. It's the first Sunday in January.
The 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Why do I feel like I have something planned that day? The 4th.
Because you're sick right now.
I know.
All right. Let me go to these supers. Look it up. John Orchard for 5. I demand a congressional investigation and a recount. Ooh, what if we did this? Guys, I'm thinking out loud. Film Threat is very unique. We've done some crazy things. We've done trials. We've done funerals. What if we did a Senate subcommittee hearing? Like, you watch on, I love watching those. You bring people up and question them and get all irate. You read a statement. Could we do something like that for Star Trek?
That would be interesting.
What would we call that? What would we call it?
Well, we should do it on January 6th.
No. No, we're already we're doing verses that day.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But what if we did a congressional hearing related to Star Trek? We'll see.
Yeah. If we could make it interesting, that could work.
Thank you, John. Israel R for 5. Happy New Year's, Chris and Alan. I saw Nosferatu and it was great. Thanks for the recommendation. Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that. Nick Brown for 499. Rumble or mail-in ballots? that should be counted towards the funeral vote.
Yes.
I don't know. It was close. I mean, Wednesdays become our day to talk news stories and whatnot. So we got like Monday versus our group show. Wednesday's our news show. Friday is our review show. We want to do no news and just do a trial.
Part of it is we have award this coming up. And
yeah.
And
that's
now
what I'm saying. A one day funeral would be better. What if we did both?
Out. That's the problem is to do each episode.
What if we did both? What if we did a trial and a funeral? Is that the compromise? Chat, trial and funeral? Can we do both? Y's in the chat for yes, N for no. Both or one or the other? Y's. Impeach Star Trek. Star Trek impeachment hearing. Yes. Let's do both. Yes. Everyone, look, I see Y's in the chat.
So I have an impeachment hearing of Star Trek.
We should do an impeachment here. How about every week we do something different?
Yeah.
Congressional hearing, impeachment.
Oh, we should do a
deposition.
We should do a press conference. And
a press conference. It'll just be ridiculous extremes. Thank you, Nick Brown. If you would read these, Alan.
Okay, Narf Metmon for 9 months. Member for 9 months. Latest rumor tells Skydance is throwing Kurtzman Trek into the bin. So they are smarter than Disney. No funeral and a funeral for Kurtzman Trek only.
Oh, that's good. A funeral for
Kurtzman
Trek.
Some kind of a new Trek.
Oh, I love workshopping this idea with our chat.
Yeah.
Thank you, Narf. Very good suggestion.
Yeah, AD Ellis 24. There's a 3% flip. Excuse me. When the Rumble votes are counted, the funeral wins. There you go.
We can do both. Nothing says we can't do both.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm free on the 5th, so we could do the Golden Globes stream.
Let's do the Golden Globes live stream. All right, we'll do it.
Sons and Shadows, my first 17 months. One day judge, July and one day judge, jury, and execution. ... funeral.
I like that.
John Orchard for 5. Name it the Cage or the Menagerie or both.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they have done trials in Star Trek, right? That's great.
Yes, remember the data was the data. Technically, that wasn't a trial, but that was a hearing, I believe. Whether data was a human or not.
Right.
Jay Francis for 20 Swedish krona. Thank you. When are we getting the Acolyte season 2, guys?
In 2025. I think we have a teaser poster coming out.
Okay.
Can I describe the teaser poster for you?
Sure.
It's you know what the Acolyte poster looks like, right?
Yeah, it's the
lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's Keemer naked posing like Burt Reynolds in Playgirl, but the lightsaber is strategically placed over his dong. That's it looks we're gonna unveil it. That'll be a treat for next year. Jimmy, it will be in 2025. We'll be announcing it. And we have also a teaser trailer.
Chicken Wing for $1.99. Let's let our boys focus on the Acolyte season 2.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Look at this.
Royston S. Bailey for £2. Have R&B on to deliver the eulogy.
He is going to be a part of it.
Yes. And he will help break our longest live stream record. Oliver Lavery Farag for £2. Chris should wear accused judge costume to host.
I'm looking it up right now. Yes, I see it.
Is there one?
Yeah, you can buy it. Holy cow. Oh, well, it's from Christie's and it's like a lot of money. Okay. No, that's a no. But I bet I can get someone. I could wear this.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Nerd Cookies is in the chat.
Hey, Nerd Cookies. I was
in my
watching
headcanon of Film Threat lore. This episode is the 2024 versus Super Bowl, and Chris and Alan are the final two. That's right.
Yes, this is it. Look, there's a 1/6 scale. Yes, we are the final two. But wait, I got Nerd Cookies. I was watching her stream. It was amazing. She was just waxing poetic about Dune prophecy. This is the 1/6 scale John Delancey outfit of Judge Q. But I'll bet I know some people in the cosplay community. Danica, Comic Book Girl 19. She's a big cosplayer. I can find someone to make that. Or I'll just make a crappy version like you did when you dressed as me, the Merciless. You were so bad. Oh man, do we have any clips of that?
Yes. I will rule you one day, Flash Gordon.
That's about how good my cosplay will be of Q. Yeah, I'll do Judge Q.
Okay, I did find this.
Let's see.
This is $25.
Where?
Amazon.
Holy crap. Going to Amazon. Do we both wear it?
No.
What does the chat say? What did you look up?
No, maybe I should just put on gold makeup and I just looked at Star Trek Q costume.
Okay, I'm looking it up. I'm doing it.
I know. It looks. I mean, look. It
looks cheap.
It does look.
To be
cheap.
fair,
Yeah,
it looks pretty cheap. XL. What am I on? Probably get a large here.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Add to cart. That is great. Wow, that looks awful. It looks like it's just printed on a t-shirt.
Yeah, it looks like a t-shirt with
whatever. I'll make the headdress. That's awesome. Okay, all right, we got that handled. That's great. All right, so this is TBD, folks. TBD. Oh, and here we go. Another super here from Royston S. Bailey for £2. Yeah. Have Drinker on to talk about how great STTNG was. Yes. Yeah. Next Gen really came into its own.
Yeah, I used to every week go over to some friends, a friend's house, and we would just watch the latest episode of the
It was appointment television.
Yeah.
It really was. In the 90s, it was appointment television. It got really good in the third season and beyond.
Yeah. I mean, that Borg cliffhanger.
Oh, that was one of the greatest cliffhangers in TV history. Was the Borg.
Yeah,
that
Locutus.
Locutus, a Borg. And then the way it ended, you're like, ah!
Yeah. And then,
that's all anyone could talk about. Speaking of that, no, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, the second one was when they went to the cave and Data finds his head.
Right.
That was it. Oh.
Yeah. So good. But yeah, speaking of cliffhangers, I'm not going to do a whole review because it's not worth it. Squid Game season 2. You probably saw my tweet. I'm going to show you my tweet, how I reacted to Squid Game season 2. Okay. You want to see Squid Game season 2? Here, look. Wait, here he is. There's Rob Burnett. There he is. Viceroy of Verisimilitude. There is Rob. But here's my reaction to Squid Game season 2. I don't tweet all that much, but when I do. Alan, you didn't mute yourself.
Sorry. That sounded great, huh?
Did. All I said, my reaction was, fuck!
Is that the ending?
No.
No, okay.
this was my reaction to the ending. It ended on a cliffhanger. They just sort of ended it at the best part. It was really building, and I thought there's no way they can wrap this up in one episode. But it's that typical Netflix thing where it's like they do a half season. They should not have done this. And we'll probably get apparently season 2, the second half is done. It's shot. But it will be in 2025. So
how far down the road?
What I saw, I really loved. I thought it was building on some amazing themes. I'll talk about it later because there was an opportunity for them to do something so cool. And it's a big spoiler, so I won't talk about it. I want to wait a little bit. They're like potato chips. I can't have just one. I had to keep watching it. I watched it over 2 days. It was done. It was what I saw I liked, but I was also pissed. And I feel it's not completely fair to judge. I mean, season 2 is, I would just not, if I were you, I would not watch it. I would wait until the second half comes out. Then I would watch the whole thing. This is only going to frustrate you. So do not watch Squid Game season 2. Wait until the second half of season 2 comes out and then watch it all in one go, because the way they ended it was very disappointing. So, and then I'll show you a quick, I started some discussion, but my Twitter feed, the purpose of my Twitter feed is to entertain. I don't get super political. I'll throw out an opinion where you don't really know, but this pissed me off. I bought, first of all, I own Planet of the Apes on DVD. I have the box set. I have the Blu-ray. I love it. Sometimes I'm lazy. I'm not going to fire up my PS5 to watch a Blu-ray. Fine. I've got the digital copy. I'll just watch it. This popped up. So I'm trying to watch the original Planet of the Apes, and the people who included this warning think I'm an idiot. F all the censoring and trigger warning of classic films. F you to the people pushing this. Get effed. Stop assuming people are morons. You know, I've watched a lot of movies and TV shows where people smoke. Guess what? I don't smoke. Obviously, it did not work on me because look, and all due respect to my friends and all of you who smoke, I think it's the worst thing you can do for your health, but I'm not going to lecture you. You make your own choice. Also, to be fair, smoking looks cool.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
By the way, do you know what they do in every foreign film, even today?
What?
They smoke.
Yes. So
everyone smokes.
Here is it says contains tobacco depictions. It wasn't the only movie. These are all movies from Fox that Disney now owns, and they've added these trigger warnings. They paid someone a needless, pointless job to go through their old content and to add warnings. And what do you think of this, Alan? I'm pissed. I'll explain why.
I mean, to have gone out of your way for tobacco. I mean, you'd expect it for something else, but tobacco, it just amazes me. Like I said, I'm going to the Palm Springs International Film Festival this weekend. I can guarantee you every single film I see there, because it's all international, everyone's smoking in it.
Right.
Even like The Outrun, starring Saoirse Ronan. Yeah, she smokes the entire thing. This is why the world laughs at America.
Yeah, this is Disney.
Mm-hmm.
This is Disney doing this. It wasn't. I began going through. I have a pretty vast digital collection because I would buy the DVDs that have the code, right? You get the digital copy and the Blu-ray. It's like, okay, cool. I've got about 600 movies in my digital library. So I'll
put them on. I'll even be out in public and say, what was that one scene in Flash Gordon? I'll bring it up. So I have my digital collection wherever I've got a device. So I love it. I like the convenience. But what I don't like is warnings and selective editing. You know that Amazon Prime edited It's a Wonderful Life. It's been widely reported. You can bring up the story. They cut out the part about George Bailey wanting to self-delete, like the world would be better without him. It's a full half hour of the movie. It's the core, the very theme of the movie. It's not like cutting out one thing where someone makes a remark or a joke that's inappropriate, maybe now, but not for the time. I mean, you can look up sitcoms, mainstream sitcoms from the 70s where people use the N word and the F word.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, liberally. They use it like in common conversation in the 70s. That was then. This is now. I don't think they should be changed. I don't think we need a warning. Culture evolves, and I don't use certain words because I just don't like the retard. I don't care if other people use it. I don't care. I avoid certain words because I don't want to hurt anyone else's feelings. But I don't care if people use them, and I don't care if I see it other places. Doesn't bother me. My choice is I would use other words that might insult, right? So, yeah, this pissed me off, and it has to stop. And someone was paid at Disney to do this. This is someone's job. And they hired this person. Hey, go through old content, throw up some warnings. This is, it's a slippery slope. And the DGA and WGA and the Justine Bateman needs to comment on this. There needs to be pushback against this. I am not in favor. They're not censoring, but it's a slippery slope. We're doing it for your safety. That's how things creep in. It's to help you. It's for your safety.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how a lot of bad things happen. This is 1984 overreach, and I am vehemently against it. It's small, I know, but what next? It's portrayals of how people are romantic. I mean, look, really great storytelling. I'll end on this. Really great storytelling involves flawed characters doing things that are sometimes mistakes. They are not perfect people. So, we need to allow that story to play out. We need to allow them to go on their journey where they may not even learn anything, but it's boring to watch perfect people acting perfectly all the time and not using certain words or not conducting themselves in certain types of behavior. Flawed characters are inherently interesting. And, Tyler, played by Charlton Heston, he smokes in the movie. He laughs at the American flag. One of his astronaut pals is in reverence. American flag. He looks at it and laughs, mocking. It's a meaningless symbol. I thought that was subversive when I first watched that. Who's laughing at the American flag? It's a small thing, but as a kid, when I saw that, it was, he swears a lot. The goddamn dirty apes. I don't mind there being, when you see like an MPAA rating and they list what's in it, fine. That's for parents, fine. But putting this right at the beginning is a slippery slope. It's wrong. Alan, your thoughts?
Yeah. You're right. It is this. It comes back to the nanny state, the idea that we need the government to protect us.
Yep.
Yeah, and and again, you mentioned it. They treat us like morons that we can't think for ourselves. that's part of life, is making mistakes, is understanding, it's figuring out what's right and what's wrong, and doing your best to do what's right versus what's wrong.
Right.
And I just find it odd that of all the things in Planet of the Apes that you need to warn people about, it's the smoking. Because again, the slippery slope, because it starts with smoking. They'll find more. Believe me, there's more stuff in Planet of the Apes that you probably need. Treatment of animals. How about that one?
Yeah.
The other thing is, this is something I have to keep telling my daughter over again. The past wasn't perfect, but quite frankly, the past seems like a better time than it is today. And you want people. History is so important, because history is the story of people, of the things we've done right and the things we've done wrong, and to censor that, to discard all of that, just allows darker forces to come in and rewrite and basically take away parenting from us. Okay, I'm kind of all over the place on that one, but we're not stupid. I'll just end that way. We are not stupid. We understand this stuff. Yeah, and you underestimate kids understanding these things as well.
Let's go to your comments.
Raise a word for 2. Chris, Spock making a cameo in Acolyte season 2.
Jar Jar is going to be in it.
Mm.
And when you find out about Gungans and their sexuality, just wait.
We'll need a trigger warning.
Thanks, Razorburn. Good to see you.
All right. Let's see. Rockefeller Plaza warning. This was made in a time when life was awesome. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yep.
Jean Hu for 742. Who do I complain to tell that I'm triggered by their triggered warnings?
Well, I put it out there, and we'll see. I thought I go through the comments on my a lot of people chimed in.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at this.
Oh hey, Unicycle Peon for 50. Love y'all show. I don't always get to see it live. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thanks, Unicycle Peon.
From Rumble. 50. From Rumble. Thank you, Unicycle Peon. That's great.
Sons of Shadows gifted 5 Film Threat membership.
Hey, thank you for that. Remember, go over to the community tab. Look at all of the members only content, members only playlist of interviews, videos, Q&As, Alan's adventures.
Yes.
The Catalina Island Festival thing.
Well, one day show up, yes.
Yeah.
And the Aliens watch party for 15 select members of the Film Threat channel. The past wasn't perfect, and neither are we.
Exactly, 8Ls24. Well, in the case of Planet of the Apes, the future.
Yeah. By the way, my daughter and I watched Forrest Gump over the weekend. And it's amazing what references she doesn't know about a movie that's pretty much all references.
Right.
Seed, if you are someone that needs a trigger warning, you've got problems that need professional help from a therapist. Yeah, that is a great statement right there.
Yeah, I am just over it. I'm pissed about it. And we're going to make this into a clip about Disney. It's not censoring, but it's the slippery slope. And I am not in favor of it. All right, Alan, you can, I'll be right back. Talk to the chat.
Yeah.
Talk to the chat.
Okay. So Red French Moon says, I would use Rumble more, but I don't know why chat doesn't work. I even think it's because I have a Chinese phone and I was able to download it before it was taken out from the Play Store in France. Yeah. In fact, don't use those Chinese phones. Let's see. Flash cameo from Flash Gordon. There you go. Let's see. From YOLO, Alan, are you taking the ferry over to Catalina? Yeah, I think I have video of that. The ferry is amazing. Let's see, because I used to go to Catalina, like senior ditch day in high school was Catalina, and those boat trips were awful. Now they're really smooth for some reason. So I think I would go to Catalina more often now. Lord Thoth, know what triggers me? No boobs. We need a don't watch this movie, no boobs. Yeah. Sunday Shadow, what's your favorite Muppet movie? In fact, my daughter and I were just talking about this. Favorite Muppet movie is the first one, the Muppet movie. Second one is actually Disney's The Muppets. No, okay, no, I take that back. Muppets Christmas Carol is number 2, and then Disney's The Muppets. Royston S. Bailey, U.S. had golden eras of cinema. Will there be more? No, I think the golden eras will not come from the United States. Let's see. What else do we have here? Atomic Glory. Let me see. Going back. Oh no, we got that one. Past wasn't perfect, neither are we. Is Trading Places on Disney? Is Trading Places a Touchstone movie? I'm not sure.
No, it's Paramount.
Yeah, so it's on Paramount.
So it's Paramount, so it would be Paramount Plus. But can you imagine the warning that would be on Trading Places?
Boobs.
I mean, it's so lame.
Yeah,
so lame. So, all right, we
has
have
humor. That's what.
What's that?
It has humor. That would be the trigger warning. Royston S. Bailey for £2 British. Bring back movie with boobies. I think they're coming back. I'm seeing more and more films with boobies in them. Nosferatu for one. With shriveled vampire penis.
Yes.
Boogers Taste Salty says for $2. Yeshua is king. God bless you both. Thank you, Boogers Taste Salty, for those insightful words.
Let's talk about the movie Carry On. We are doing a shorter show today because Alan is sick. I'm kind of under the weather here. So we are going to review a movie that is on Netflix. Do you have it, Alan?
Yes, hold on. Yeah, I just got to press a button here. There you go.
All right, hang on a sec. I have to make the banner. All right. Here we go. Carry On is a movie that's on Netflix. And what is it about? It's about a carry-on at an airport. Taron Egerton plays a TSA officer who is confronted by a mysterious person played by Jason Bateman, who asks him to look the other way. Look the other way when a certain bag is going through. And this herein is the seed of all the events that happen in Carry On. And his character, I don't even remember the name of his character. Let me look it up. He's just a TSA officer who wants to do better. His name is Ethan Kopech. And Jason Bateman is not named. He's simply Traveler. I want to hear if you have anything to add to my vague story description, Alan. Please.
I've not seen it. So.
What's that?
I've not seen it. So.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
No.
It's turns into a thriller, but everything about it is by the numbers. It isn't. I know it's not, but it feels like it was written by AI. It feels like it was cast by AI with a DEI officer or software plugin. It's the most Netflix movie. It's very forgettable, very by the numbers. And the week it came out, it was the #1 movie, which tells us where entertainment is. I was really hoping to get your feedback, Alan, but
I tried.
What's weird is it's not even a terrible movie because it does the things that movies are supposed to do, but it does them in such an uninspired, typical, super predictable way that It's like I've seen it before. I could guess everything before it happened. It's a colossal disappointment. It's the most 6 out of 10 movie you could ever see. You're like, that wasn't awful, but it wasn't great either. So it's getting a mixed review. I probably have spoken about it just now longer than I've thought about this movie after I watched it. And believe me, I have thought nothing about this film. So don't know what to say except don't get sucked in by the, when you see the top 10 on Netflix, top means people are watching it, doesn't mean it's good. There you go, Alan. I saved you some time.
Yeah. I've talked to, if you go to the interview channel, I talked to producer Michael Mendelsohn twice. He makes a few movies for Netflix, and we talk about the algorithm. And it feels like this movie it's basically what the algorithm told them to make.
Really?
Yeah. It's, the way he described it was, you have this movie, you make it, then Netflix sends you a note, says, hey, hoverboards are hot. You need to have hoverboards in this. And they put it in. And then I asked him, well, what were the results? And he goes, well, I had the #1 movie for a few weeks. This is, I think, what Netflix is doing is they're just churning out movies based on an algorithm formula. And so it says, okay, here we go. Let's, for this next movie, you're going to make, it's going to be a thriller at the airport with a TSA agent. Carry on luggage. I'm pretty sure there's other things. Someone in the chat's talking about, Lori is saying, Atomic Lori says, DEI the movie, strong black female, gay couple, and all good stuff. So the algorithm just says, yeah, throw this stuff in, people will watch it, and people will be drawn to it. But the thing is, like you say, there's no depth to it. So
right.
People will watch it, they'll watch it, make it the top movie for a week or two, and then they'll forget about it years from now.
Well, I've got something to add to this. Guess what? You know our friend Jim Agnew?
Yes.
Jim Agnew has been a guest on our show. He is a working producer and screenwriter in Hollywood. He makes indie movies on the side. He had the #4 movie. He got a screenshot of it. He wrote the script for a movie called Kill 'Em All. And he got this screenshot when it was #5. It went to #4. And he said, he actually confessed to me. Let's make this a little bigger here, Alan, if you would. Oh, wait. No, that's not what I meant to do. No.
No, yeah, that's
there. We go. So his movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jim Agnew wrote this script. It's #5. He confessed to me it's not a very good movie from the guy who wrote it. But he's, you know what? You're hired for a job. You do the job. There you go.
Yeah, I think he said he wrote it over a weekend because it was kind of a script he was assigned to and just had to write it and get it done over the weekend. And this is it.
Well, there it is. It was #4 actually on Netflix. He got a screenshot of it. #5. He sent it to me. We had a whole conversation about, working and movies and how things, fun conversation. Yeah. Jim Agnew will be back, but this is an example of, not the greatest movies are always getting attention on Netflix.
By the way, I didn't know that Jean-Claude Van Damme was John Cena's grandfather.
He does look like John Cena in that. Let's go to comments here, starting with.
Okay.
Here you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, he's back. Dr. Fauci's rancid prison butt for 5. Call me sexist or misogynist. I don't care. The problem is useless women with useless HR degrees having useless Zoom meetings about shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a lot of how you get those warnings at the beginning of VOD films.
Yeah. It makes people with useless jobs feel important.
Yep.
Unicycle Peon to Alan and Chris. Are there any movie gaps in your watch history? Movies that people would assume you should have seen, but you never actually got around to.
Yeah, Goonies, I would say. I've seen so many clips, trailers. I never went to see it in a theater. It is coming to theaters in 2025. I will go see Goonies in a theater.
Yeah, I saw that when it came to theaters. Surprisingly, Tropic Thunder is something I need to see.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Gambit 1987. It looks like your usual run of in the mill, no clues attached kind of thriller.
Yeah. Run of the mill, very by the numbers, very forgettable.
Bill W. Trigger warnings contain luggage. Oh, trigger warning contains luggage. Cedric Myers. It's the nanny state. Disney isn't our daddy. It should. It isn't our daddy. It should make. It should mind its own business, and that is entertain, not dictate.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Hey You for 10. The first third of Carry On pulled me in, but then it goes over the top and lost my suspension of disbelief. Decent acting, but the DEI was apparent. I didn't hate it, but wouldn't recommend it. Forgettable.
Summed up my review exactly. Just very forgettable.
I mean, do you feel like this is a wrong turn for Taron Egerton?
Yeah. Why is he doing something like this?
I know. Of all the movies to do next, it's this.
I mean, he was great as Elton John.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thomas Pickett for 5. I wonder if the book Bullshit Jobs, A Theory has a chapter dedicated to Hollywood.
Is that a real book?
I bet it is. It sounds real.
Book by David Graeber. It exists.
2018.
Wow. That seems Bullshit Jobs, A Theory. Is a 2018 book by anthropologist David Graeber that postulates the existence of meaningless jobs and analyzes their societal harm. He contends that over half of societal work is pointless and becomes psychologically destructive when paired with a work ethic that associates work with self-worth. Published in 2018. Wow. That's great.
So there's 5 different kind of jobs: flunkies, goons, duct tapers, box tickers, and taskmasters. And here's the interesting one: the taskmasters, they create extra work for those who do not need it.
Right. Wow. That is a great observation, Thomas. Thank you for that. That's great. Well, we are going to have a funeral and a trial, apparently. I'll be dressed as Q. John Delancey, TBD on a date, but it's happening. We will have a Section 31 review early, right, Alan?
Yeah, on the 22nd.
Alan is sick. I'm a little under the weather, so we're going to end it there. I want to thank our mod, Lord Thoth. I saw you lurking in the chat during the nooner today. I saw you, Lord Thoth. I see you on other shows.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You can date around other shows. It's fine. I want to thank all of you. Next time I think we speak, it will be
Friday.
Well, no, it's going to be New Year's Day. I'll be on New Year's Day. I'm going to pop on for another short stream. So there you go. Also want to thank Atomic Lori, Glenn Nucci, our producer. Want to thank Alan. He's here. He's a busy guy. Lots going on. And he's also sick. He's been muting himself to cough and sneeze.
Yeah. You heard the nose blow.
I heard your nose blow.
Yeah. Aurora uplinks for 2. Are you doing the trial version of Q from the pilot?
100%. I found the costume on Amazon.
Yeah, maybe we can find a better one somewhere else.
No, I think the fact that it's bad is good.
Yeah, and then also breaking news: we will be doing a Golden Globes viewing this Sunday.
It's not this Sunday.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's this upcoming Sunday. It's the 5th.
We'll see. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it. But we are doing a Friday show. It's going to be another. During the holidays, we're doing, these are short streams, not full 2 hours. So, yeah. Geek Truth 64 sent you an email, Chris. I don't have Twitter X. That's great. Thank you. I will respond. Thank you, Geek Truth 64. We're up. Yes, so we got that. All right. Thank you, everybody. Be back on Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday. Our normal schedule. We might do. We're gonna see if you want us. I don't know if anyone cares about the Golden Globes. To be fair.
Well, we've been doing it for the last few years. From that great Gerard Carmichael.
Gerard Carmichael. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. Golden Globes. Do you guys want a Golden Globes watch party this Sunday? Yes or no? We will determine. Yes or no? Lord Thoth says no one cares. Poll. We'll do a poll on Friday. Does anyone care? Yes, if you care. And if you don't, yes, we got some whys. Got some whys.
As you say, it's usually more a reason to hang out than it is the Golden Globes.
All right, we'll do it. Okay. Have a great I don't know, have a great New Year.
Happy New Year.
Party responsibly. Party responsibly. I will be partying responsibly. So there you go. All right, everyone, that wraps it up. So take care. Wait, if it's a fun watch party, can we talk about movies? Says Aurora Uplinks.
Oh,
That's the whole point. That's the whole point, is to wait, can you guys hear us?
Yeah, we can hear.
Are you sure?
Our mics are still on.
Our mics are still on.
Yeah, because normally it would have the little X to it saying we're muted, but
all right. That's it for us. We'll see you later this week, Alan.
Let's get out of here.